excited to attend this year's user forum, really for networking and to see what Teleopti has in store for the software.
I really enjoyed all the panels, just getting lots of good experience and answers from people in the contact center industry, but also just like seeing the roadmap and where the software is going, so that was very exciting.
Customer engagement is everything. The industry calls it omni-channel. Let's just call it, it's how you may communicate. Now, everybody in this room spans a different age bracket, and by every age bracket, those omni-channel components are different by every generation. I like voice and SMS. My kid doesn't even know what voice is.
Vasily from Cisco gave me some very intriguing things to think about as far as future interactions and how we do some things with the contact centers we currently have, and working with different technologies and then back-end processes and things of that nature.
The topic I enjoyed discussing the most was the interaction between workforce management and operations, and hearing other people's experience around how they're able to influence the operation and become the trusted advisor. It was fascinating to hear that we all share the same issues, same challenges, and varied approaches to improve and build a better partnership.
You start to see these processes filtering through your command center, instead of from your command center out onto the floor, and it starts impacting. Eventually, a lot of those folks become team leads, and they become supervisors, and they become managers, and they already have a deep-seated understanding of what workforce does in a call center.
We all have a commonality that we are in the contact center industry, but yet we can approach things in different ways and be able to share that, and that to me was the most valuable part.
For us, it's a similar kind of approach, except we do it with our supervisors, where they rotate through the workforce. And we found that it was easier then to have those champions out and the supervisors on the floor. But once they've come through and they've gone back, they're like, okay, wait a minute, let's talk to workforce. Let's see, is this a good time to do this? We're starting to embed that mentality as opposed to two separate parts that we're all working together for the same end goal.
So what about Gen Z? Why should we care about Gen Z? What are the key traits of Gen Z? How do we delight them when they're our customers? How can we prepare for them as employees? And then a little bit about artificial intelligence, because perhaps it's Gen Z more than anyone else who's ready to embrace that.
The best speaker or presentation that I saw today would most definitely be Sheila regarding bridging the gaps between the generations. Being that the call center is a repetitive environment, talking about how we can build morale for each type of agent was really interesting.
2 years of them have already graduated from college. They're entering the workforce. So what are they like? How are they different than what we've seen before?
With the Teleopti team, honestly, especially at these forums, I feel that you get a lot more detailed information, when you get the one-on-ones, as well the collaboration between other companies. You can see how they use the system, and maybe they're using the practices, using the system a little bit different than you, and you can make your practices a little bit more efficient. Getting those focus groups going and the conversation going around that seems to be very beneficial to us.